Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cardinals will put toe to leather and will get started. Bringing it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. And the pass is intercepted. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Hines is back in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The give on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take off. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out, because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Slips a tackle. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Louisville 14, Ohio State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the show.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up second down.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quickly to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He got it. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
One of the things I love about Oleg as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. In that time...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide out in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll...
What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. Because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Offense in an empty set. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. Now they'll run the draw. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's McFarland. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really...
He's off to the races. He's at the 40. At the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's looking for an open man on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first rounder in the future.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job throwing to him.
Oh, just like him flailing. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding.
They stripped it out. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. At the 20, he's got space.
What a play by the defense. And listen, we know that they practice these turnovers in these situations each and every week. How about, David, just how everybody understands, hey, we've recovered the fumble. Let's get our heads around now and go find ourselves some block.
You work it every single week. You hit the nail right on the head. We yell out words so you know, Asi, 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 fumble, fumble, fumble. First thing you do, defensive line, go look up the quarterback. Start blocking, understanding how to follow my blockers. Stay towards the sideline, stay away from all the traffic, and make a big play, just like they did right here.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
27, Ohio State, 10.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth goal. Oh, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Paul. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th.
Louisville, 27, Ohio State, 10.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
3:25.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.